So, one question I get asked all the time is how I became a realtor. And I get asked that because I think a lot of people think about becoming a realtor. And just here's some of the things I wish I kind of would have known. I actually worked as a sign language interpreter for many years. And I had great connections in the community. I worked for so many varieties of people, many famous. I've also worked with many individuals in their private lives. And it was such an honor for me to be able to be there and support communication in that way. Eventually, I decided to open my own business, my own interpreting agency. And when COVID 19 hit, the pandemic started, just like a lot of businesses, my business went under. And I was sitting with my wife trying to figure out what are we going to do. We lost a lot of money due to the business failing, and we needed to start something. We needed a way to make money. A friend of ours, actually several friends of ours, kind of mentioned to us, hey, the real estate market is really hot. Have you thought about becoming a realtor? And honestly, it wasn't anything I ever thought about. But I realized that I always kind of really loved real estate. Even when we bought our homes, I was very particular about where we bought, how we bought, things like that. I was very involved in the process. So I decided to look into it, and after much discussion, my wife and I decided that that was the route that I was going to go. I was leaving interpreting to become a realtor. And I decided to go full force into real estate. The reason is I realized that a lot of realtors, they started when they were 18 years old. I was not 18 years old. I had a wife and a child, and I really needed to get going. I needed to make the most of it. I could not fail. I had to put food on the table for my family. So I started studying even before I began my real estate course. Took the real estate course, passed, took several practice tests for the state examination, then took my state exam, passed that, and I started working with a small real estate agency. They were really great. They gave me a lot of encouragement at the beginning, but I feel like I kind of had started to outgrow them. So, funny enough, the broker at that time and the owner let me know that they were going to be shrinking the size of the agency, and they decided to let me go. It wasn't anything I had done wrong or anything like that. It was just they decided to change their business model. And I get it. Um, so I ended up switching to a new brokerage. And I was very happy with the support I received there. But some of the things I didn't realize about becoming a realtor is that being a realtor is really owning your own business. It's true, you work under a brokerage, but it is more like being an entrepreneur in many ways than other things I had done in my past. And it was good that I had some background knowledge of how to run a business, of how to advertise, and things like that, because I was able to transfer those skills over into being a realtor. So that's how I really got started. I was pushed into this by the pandemic. And a lot of people would contact me and they would ask me, hey, are you planning on coming back to being an interpreter? Like I said, I had worked with many famous people. It was a wonderful privilege. But when I ended up earning in 1 month the same amount of money it took me to earn in an entire year as an interpreter, that's when I decided that I was not going back to interpreting. And it was huge for me because as a realtor, I'm earning more money, but I'm also spending more time with my family than I ever did before. So people ask me, hey, should I become a realtor? And the reality is, it depends on what type of person you are. If you follow me on my social media, you'll hear me talk a lot about, are you an employee or an entrepreneur? And if you're going to be a realtor, you cannot be an employee. You need to be an entrepreneur. And you really need to push through when times get hard. So, I hope this helps you. As always, I'd like to hear your thoughts. Please like, subscribe, follow us, and as always, happy house hunting.